Okay, tip number 8. Dun, 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 dun. Never be the weakest person on your child's team. I used to have a sign that hung in our bathroom that said, Jem's team is only as strong as the weakest person, and that will not be me. And that I looked at that every single day in the mirror. You know, when they're taking data on something, and let's say you have 5 people on your team and 5 people are taking data, the data is only as reliable as the person who takes it the least well. That's just the truth. Because everybody else can be taking fantastic data, but if one person is taking data, then your data is going to be right? So never be the weakest person on the team. If you need to learn something, ask. And I listen, here at Autism Live, we'll help you to figure out how you can learn it, right? There is a lot to be learned here. And there were a lot of therapists that they call them behavior technicians now. But back in the day, they called them therapists. There were a lot of young people who came onto our team and worked with our child. And I will say this, I'm deeply appreciative to all of them. We had some people who, you know what I'm talking about. These people were rock stars. I'm going to name names because I can. Peter Farrig was the first therapist that ever came to our door, and he was and is a rock star. And he was amazing. And to watch him do therapy, it's like better than butter pecan ice cream, right? I'm also going to say CJ Miyake. Whew, if you ever have the opportunity to watch CJ Miyake, who's been on the show many times, do therapy, oh my goodness, it is poetry in motion. He just does things, and the way he, can get anyone, including me, to do almost anything and be enjoying it is just unbelievable, right? And it's great when you have somebody like that on your team because it's beautiful. It's beautiful and it's just like butter, right? But then there were other people on our team who I'm going to say this, that sometimes it was a struggle, that my son wouldn't do things for them. And I know the instinct is to not have those people be on the team. And I'm so glad that I had people like Peter Farrig on my team to say to me, don't do that. Don't do that, because he has to go to school and there are going to be people there that this is going to happen, and he has to be able to solve it. So we want him to be able to do all the things he can, regardless of who he's talking to. And you know how sometimes you just jive with somebody and you're like, "Ooh, we got so much done. We can do that," right? And then other times you get assigned to something and you're working with somebody and you're like, "I don't even understand what you're saying." It's like you're speaking another language. We're not speaking, like, we don't have a way to communicate to each other, and it's really and I see a lot of people shut down and quit, and because they can't make that work. Not my son. My son can work with anybody, and he does, which is absolutely amazing. But he got that skill because he worked with different people, and he didn't always work with somebody that he just automatically got him, right? So, there are going to be people on your team that are woo, and there are going to be people who speak a different language, maybe literally and maybe figuratively. But my whole thing was, I want to be somebody on the team that moves and shakes. If there are people on this team that know how to do X, Y, and Z, well, then I want to know how to do X, Y, and Z. I want to be a member of this team, and I want to be able to proudly carry the card that says I am a member of this team, right? So do that for yourself. I will tell you that the dividends are off the chart fabulous. That when my kid was little, one of the biggest things I used to mourn was, are we ever going to be able to go places and do things and I'm going to know he's okay? Or am I going to have to watch him constantly every single minute of every day in order to make sure he's safe? And oh my gosh, I travel all over the place with my son now, and he's the best travel companion. And I never have those kinds of fears. But I have a good time with him because I learned the things that these people know. So do it. Don't be the I can't talk. Don't be the weakest person on the team. All right. Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.